Welcome to another episode of Why Wait. With this, I actually want to give us practical um, examples of what I mean by ensuring that our bodies are alkaline to help us stay away from ailments and diseases. I don't want to dwell too much on theory. I need us to start to put it into our imaginative mind and then also incorporating it into our daily lives. Now, I already introduced us to two products. That's the liquid chlorophyll and the superfood spirulina. Okay, fine. Let's look at a typical day, a typical normal day. You're out or even in the house. Did I already have mentioned about being living in a toxic world. At the moment, this world and age, the world we're living in is very, very toxic. Yeah, I may call it acidic. I know. I may call it acidic. Acidic is the same thing as being toxic. Whatever is acidic, toxic to our body is also acidic. Okay, so we go out every day. The air we breathe is already toxic. It's filled with free radicals, it's filled with triglycerides, it's filled with a whole lot of things that are going to harm our cells. And it's only a cell that is damaged that can become malignant or even benign, because sometimes some benign cells now become malignant. And those are the things that they now become cancerous or will now start to damage an organ, and then it's just a matter of time one ailment, disease, or even cancer starts to rear its ugly head. Now, a typical day, you're breathing toxic air, or you stay in an air-conditioned environment. The air coming from the vents of an air condition is filled with free radicals. All of these things, we inhale it and they go and damage our cells because they are just ions that are very, very unstable. All they're looking for is to mingle with a healthy cell and then damage it. Also, how about combustion? We breathe it in. Fumes from cars, from industrialization and all of that. We inhale it. How about the food we eat? How about the heavy metals that comes from some food we eat, from even the tap water we drink? How about our culinaries? Our cutleries, the pots of the pot in which we use to cook. All of these things bring heavy metals to our body, like aluminium, like magnesium, like chromium, like lead. It all comes to our body. Some are useful, but when it gets too much, that's when it starts to harm us. So what I'm trying to say is, let's make it a lifestyle. We put a little bit of the liquid chlorophyll I introduced in the previous episode. Just put it in your water, and for your daily life, as you inhale or you eat, all of these toxins are not going to harm you because you've already fortified your body. How about shock? Do you know that no matter how much you have fortified your body, just a little bit of shock can actually bring down your immune system? So that is the reason why it has to be a lifestyle. So even if something happens and then you are under shock, your immune system comes down, it cannot go as bad as someone whose immune system is not boosted already. So these are the reasons why you have to ensure that your body is alkaline. You take your liquid chlorophyll, you take your superfood spirulina, very, very rich in iron, rich in magnesium, rich in vitamin A, vitamin C, rich in a whole lot of it, and packed filled with protein, packed filled with protein, going to help you to ensure, you know, also has calcium to ensure that heavy metals are being excreted from your system. One, either through the pores of your skin, through urine, or through your feces. These are the ways that all of these toxins are being eliminated from our bodies to ensure that our cells are not damaged. Remember that the human body is made up of billions of cells. Look at this fingernail. It's made up of billions of cells. This tiny fingernail is made of tiny cells that all come together. So when a cell is damaged, it goes and affects other cells around it. And before you know what, it becomes malignant. And that is how one ailment or disease starts. So in order to avoid this, ensure that you are alkaline daily. Just make sure that you make it a point of note that you incorporate alkaline into your daily diet. You don't, it's food. It's not something you have, it's not a drug. Just when by the time it becomes a part of you, it becomes a lifestyle. You don't have to think about it anymore. It's just instinctively you just want to do the right thing. You want to take care of yourself. You want to ensure that you prevent the preventable. That's why I say most ailments and diseases are very, very preventable. Okay, let's also go to a typical day in a corporate environment. Okay, in a corporate environment where most of the time there's always a whole lot of stress. Now, what do we do when we are under this stress? Let's assume it's a person who likes to take hot beverages. Most of the time we go for the caffeinated ones. Why? Because we just need something to make us feel high, or something to make us just feel better. It's probably a deadline you need to meet and everybody is breathing down on you and you just need to feel better. Okay, enough time we make the wrong choices. Either you go for alcohol, or you go for junk, or you go for highly caffeinated drinks. No, you don't need it. These things are going to increase the cholesterol in your body. One, you're already under stress. One thing stress does is to increase, is to send a signal to what we call the hormone cortisol that should be released. That hormone cortisol is natural. When it's released, the natural one, it's HDL, that's a high density lipoprotein. It's a defense mechanism for your body. That when you're under stress, you should release it. Normal. It's not harmful. But when it gets too much, it becomes harmful. It changes from high density lipoprotein to low density lipoprotein, which is the bad cholesterol, the one that can go and harm your vessels. And then it's just a matter of time you start having clogged vessels. And when you start having clogged vessels, what does that mean? High blood pressure. And by the time high blood pressure comes, high blood cholesterol can now also come into it. And what are we talking about next? Stroke. Do you want to have stroke? Very, very, nobody wants to have stroke. And I'm telling you, it's very, very preventable. Now, what are my own healthy choices that I have taken? I have products that can help us to cope with that stress that you're going through. Yes, your body is under stress. There's nothing we can do about it. You have to work. It's part of the daily chores of life. It's part of what life brings in. But you have to deal with it. Now, what do you do? Part of what to do, if I want to take something hot, instead of going for a high caffeinated drink or alcohol or junk, what I do is I have some healthy living beverages. We call them lifestyle beverages. This is one of it. This is what we call the Ganoderma beverage. Now, Ganoderma is very, very high in antioxidants, in antiviral. So it's going to help you to ensure that your any inflammation that wants to come up is going to go down. Two, Ganoderma is what we call an adaptogen. Now, what are adaptogens? Adaptogens are herbs or plants that will help your body to cope with stress. So when I'm under stress, instead of me going for a high caffeinated drink or a carbonated drink or an alcoholic drink or junk, I would go for either a Ganoderma drink or one that has ginseng. I have another one that's a ginseng drink because at that time I'm busy. I need to be alert, but I don't want to fall sick in the long run. I'm preventing a preventable ailment in the long run. Now, all I need to do is just put this beverage I just showed you, either the Ganoderma beverage or the ginseng beverage, in my hot water, and then I take it. Now, I'll feel better. I'll feel alert because ginseng will make you feel very alert. So with Ganoderma, it will help you to bring down the cholesterol in your body, the cortisol released cholesterol in your body, the stress induced cholesterol in your body. It will help your body to cope with it by bringing it down. That's why we call it an adaptogen. Adaptogen. Ganoderma is an adaptogen. Ginseng is an adaptogen. That way, I have put the right nutrient inside of my body. Instead of the stress damaging my cell, it's going the ganoderma or ginseng is going to help to nourish that cell. The cortisol that has been released from stress will be reduced, would already adapt to my body and will be reduced. That way, I'm not going to have a damaged cell. Do you understand? Are we together? We're flowing. Okay, now that is for a hot drink. What if you don't want a hot drink? You want something else. You just want something cool. Okay, we have other ones. We call it the very berry. Now, very berry is made from 4 different berries. And you know what berries are? They are fruits. Fruit, pure alkaline, is made from the cranberry, from the elderberry, from the Iranian berry, and from the black currant. These are all very, very good in anti-inflammatory properties, ensuring that your cells are not damaged, and so ensuring that no virus will come and damage your cell. All you need to do is just pour it into either a room temperature water or cold water, and after that you drink it. You feel better, and then you nourish your cell. There are lifetime or lifestyle beverages, not drugs. So whatever your issue is, or maybe for pleasure, you just want something for refreshment. You want something for refreshment. You're probably taking probably, let's assume, cake, a piece of cake. I want a beverage along with it. Why should you take carbonated drink when you're already taking cake that has a whole lot of cholesterol in it? Why don't you go for something that is healthy? You can do the very berry. You can also decide to do put this. It's called collagen, we call it. Just put it in either hot water or cold water. It's a nourishing drink. It's made from another superfood, that is the salmon fish, from the collagen of salmon fish. Now, why did this company take salmon fish? Because it is very, very rich in polysaccharides. It is very, very rich in omega 3 and omega 6 fatty acids. These are all very, very good for our bones, very, very good for our collagen. As we age, our collagen reduces. But if you want to age gracefully, you take more of this, and your collagen is boosted from inside out. Not, a lot of times we always look at, okay, creams that have collagen. Yeah, creams that have collagen are good, and they're actually more expensive. But the truth is that collagen is not on the surface. Collagen is inside. It is the protein that like a glue that glues the skin together with our what's it called inside, and helps our body to look robust and finer. So you age gracefully. So it helps to boost collagen in your system. So what have you done to yourself now? You haven't taken a high carbonated drink. Instead, you have taken alkaline food that has helped to make your body feel better and nourish your cells. That way, you are not going to fall sick. You are going to feel good. You're going to look good for real. Not just look good. You're going to be good from inside out. All right, I'm going to talk about some other products in the next episode, and how when you incorporate it into your daily lifestyle is also going to help you to get rid of some ailments and diseases, prevent it, and ensure that our cells are healthy. Thank you.